You use the word dialing in, and I like that terminology. I often use the word tuning in, and they're saying the same thing, because we are operating in a frequency band of awareness. One could say it's an electromagnetic frequency band. That is what the universe is comprised of. All matter is comprised of electromagnetic energy, albeit in particular states that lend it an apparent solidity from our perspective. And so a lot of the practices are about learning to turn the dial, are learning to adjust the frequency at which we both receive and emit. And that is how we change reality, as I understand it. That is how we change channels. That is how we timeline jump. That is how we change things, because, okay, the precept of this show is what the fuck's happening on planet Earth. But actually what we really want to know is, how the fuck do we change it? Because I don't like this channel. I'm not enjoying the programming that I'm being in reception of. I would like a different program, please, to be playing out in many ways. So with that setup, what's your favorite practice for adjusting the dial of your own experience?
Great question. I have favorite practices. So ultimately, my favorite practice is to ask, who am I? And receive.
Yeah.
And breathe and receive.
Yeah, I'm too caught up in the moment of this conversation to be able to sit and tune into that question, but I get chills when you say that. And what it reminds me of is when I first became a father and would take my daughter out for a walk and pop her in the sling, so she would be heart to heart and she'd be asleep generally after walking for about 10 minutes. But those times were magical, and it seemed to open up an awareness in me of that absolute wonder and unknowable mystery of life. It was, I would just ask myself, where did this all come from? How did this even begin? What was the original thought? Who had the original thought that begat all of this experience? Because there's no reason why existence should exist. That always blew my mind. I'd be in a state of a mild revelation, I would call it. It would just be a state of wonder that was gorgeous. Can you share maybe when you ask yourself that question, who am I? What sort of responses do you get? And I'm looking for some inspiration. I don't want to, what's the word, pre-frame my own experience of sitting with this question and in contemplation, or anyone listening. But yeah, what's come through for you?
So words don't do any justice to who we are. So it's almost like trying to explain to someone who's never seen the ocean what the ocean is. It's just like, how do you, what?
Mm.
There is no description that is even remotely adequate for who we are. So with that caveat, it's just this vastness.
Damn, we're running into the walls, the limitations of not just radio, but language and human thought itself.
Yeah, sort of an eternally infinite vastness of love. And it's kind of a joke when it's a massive joke, a beautiful joke, to kind of be in the physical body and have a life and an ego and everything else, whilst we are it.